Hey guys, I'm here with John from the Side Hustle Experiment, and we are going to be talking about the Amazon Influencer Program, which we have been doing for quite some time now. John's been doing it longer than me, and so we just want to talk about the strategies that we use to make videos, to make commissions, to basically make extra money. It's a side hustle. So, John, do you want to just tell us a little bit about your Amazon business, like the scope of it, I guess?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me. Yeah, so I've been doing the influencer program since last February, I think, was when I started, right at the tail end. So I just kind of got my year anniversary and kind of have a very good understanding of it now. I've also, in the past, I've done books on Amazon. I do online arbitrage, do a little bit of everything, but the influencer program has really started picking up for me. And yeah, I'm starting to just go full steam ahead with it.
So, like, how many videos a day do you like? If you're gonna film that day, do you just film, or do you film, edit, upload the same day? Like, what's your process look like? Or are you like me? You just sometimes it goes one way, sometimes it goes another way.
It depends on how much I have. To be honest, I would like to say, oh, like I used to do it where it was just one day, it was just filming or 1 or 2 days.
Hmm.
But then as I get more and more stuff, it starts to stress me out as like you see all this stuff you need to film. So as of recently, I've been doing it kind of daily, just
Hmm.
depending on what it is. Like some of the stuff I could do really quick. So it makes
Right.
sense just to bang out, if it's like, I don't know, like a supplement or something, it
Hmm.
takes you 1 minute to like kind of
Yeah,
show,
you're like,
yeah,
here it
here it
is.
is. Like, here's what the pill looks like. This is how
Yeah.
many you get, yada, yada, yada. But I'm trying to get more into like this week, I'm gonna try to film just 2 days. So I have like 20 things. I think what a lot of people don't really or underestimate is almost it's a lot of preparation. So for me, it's like you reach out to all these brands and create your connections. I get Instagram messages every day. I get emails every day. Hey,
Hmm.
do you want to collaborate? You want all this stuff. So like that and one thing is like keeping all that stuff organized. Then
Hmm.
you have the Amazon Creator Connection stuff. Keeping that stuff organized is really hard because as you probably know, is like you get this. It doesn't say side hustle experiment water bottle. It says like it could say purple water bottle. You're like, this isn't a purple water bottle. Like there's no brand name, there's no nothing. And it's just like, what is this thing? And
Yeah.
you can't even look it up. Sometimes I'm like taking a picture of it on my phone to look it up with the Amazon Lens to kind of see. So what
Yeah.
I've kind of been doing recently, or since I kind of started, I use SellerAmp a lot.
Hmm.
So whenever someone agrees to like ship me an item, I like capture, like I add it to a spreadsheet.
Okay.
This way, and it's only once they like commit to the sample,
Hmm.
basically. And then when it comes, I have a much better shot of finding it instead of going
Yeah.
by those like little slips of paper. And then once I get the item, I'll put it on another spreadsheet. And this way I was like, all right, I have it. And then it just makes it easier for me to film. And I just try to film in order.
Gotcha. Yeah, I kind of do something similar where I have like a notes app on my phone of like the order that the stuff came in and just like a short description of it. And if I film the video, I put a check mark. If I haven't like if I've uploaded it, I can put an X. So I have like, I know if I've like done it yet, but then when you upload it, you have to wait. So usually I'm like, there's another day where I try to go back and message all the brands and be like, here's your video. So it's just kind of, you
Yeah.
have to keep it straight. And I feel like an administrative assistant. Like I just wake up and answer emails and like,
Yeah, that's like kind of where like I'm headed potentially, kind of go that route because it is a lot of just like copying links, sending links to the brand. Like I do send a lot of the same messages to
mhm.
brands, and I've
Yeah,
like cutting that down. Like I've used software to like kind of have like keyboard shortcuts to like
yes,
paste messages and stuff like that. But even so, like as it's growing and more people are reaching out, yeah, that's going to be the next probably logical step.
yeah. I was looking at some different things that people use to keep up with everything, and I'm just like, we're all doing it similarly, so it's like just trying to figure out the best way. But and the samples don't really come in order, so there's no rhyme or reason to it. Something that I requested like 3 weeks ago will show up, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like I don't even remember.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just like I don't know. I really like from going from like reselling to this is very odd for me because I did not have an outgoing personality.
Yeah, it's definitely a different step because it's everything. It's basically like flipped on its head because basically, like you're not buying products, you're getting products for free. You're not really necessarily researching, you're just doing like a lot of outreach. So yeah, it's definitely a lot different. The metrics are different. You're not really necessarily, what you're gonna make. Like
Mhm.
they say, you
Yeah,
log in your thing every day, and it's like, hey, yesterday you had $150 in commissions. Like that's yours. You don't have to be like, well, like what?
yeah,
No, how much do Amazon getting of this? It's just
yeah,
like, no, it's straight up, it's
right.
yours.
Unless they return it.
True, yeah. Returns, Amazon always gets you on returns for sure.
Yeah. I get it. Something came late to my house the other day, and it was like, make sure to come back here and get a refund if you haven't gotten it yet. And I was like, well, why don't I do that? Everyone else does it. And they were like, we're crediting $53 to your account. And I was like, okay, like, no wonder that everyone does this.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, I guess in terms of like how many videos you make and stuff, did you start out realizing like how the scale of it was going to be? Because I know now you have over like 2,500 videos, which
Yeah,
I'm guessing is no small thing,
it is
you
not.
know?
So for me, when I first started, and I kind of recommend everyone do this, is I was like, I'm gonna make 500. Like that sounds like a really big number, but
Hmm.
for me, I was just like, if I really want to know, like how this works. Do I like this? It's going to take about 500 videos. And from what I heard, that was kind of like a metric people are throwing around. 500, once you have 500 videos, that's where you're going to start to see, some money, maybe like $1,000, $2,000
Hmm.
months, depending on what you're reviewing. So I
Right.
was like, okay, like let's get to 500. I think I was able to do that in like 3 months, or it took
That's
about
really
three
good.
months.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah,
good.
and it was just basically my house. I shop a lot at Amazon, my
Hmm.
parents' house, and then my sister's house. So that kind of got me to around 500 videos. And that was pretty much anything and everything. It wasn't just like, that's another thing I think people just overthink it. It's like, if this pen is on Amazon, like, I'm going to do a review.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really care if
Oh,
someone would be like, oh, you're going to get a penny. It's like, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Like, I was just doing it for practice, for reps,
yeah.
figuring out, like, and I think a lot of the times too is like figuring out the best system, right? Like when I first started, it was like, all right, film it, look it up. Oh, it's not on Amazon. Like, okay, that was a big waste of time. Like
Yeah.
stuff like that, or it's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is the wrong version. So then I learned to like, all right, is this on Amazon? Is the exact same thing on
Step
Amazon?
one.
Right, great. So then I would like basically put it in my Celeram spreadsheet, and that's what I found is to be the quickest. It's like identify all the stuff you have, get in a spreadsheet, and then you go and order that spreadsheet. I
Hmm.
have like the ASIN, I have everything. So then like later on, when it's time to upload them and tag them, like everything is right there for me.
Yeah.
So I found that to be like helpful, but 500 was the initial goal, and it was like, okay. I think it
Mhm.
was, yeah, after 500, I was like, "Okay, there's something here," and then I
Mhm.
just kinda was like, "Alright, like, I'm really gonna go all in on this."
Yeah, I think I'm at like 630 or 40 right now. So like I feel like I'm just now starting to see the benefits of it because at first it's a very slow trickle in the beginning. Like I'm like, oh, I made 12 cents. Don't spend it all in one place.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's kinda similar to Amazon. It's like, but it's a longer hold period, so they don't pay you out until 60 days, and I screwed up, like, I so they have onsite and offsite, as you know, so you have
Hmm.
to set up payments for both. So what happened was I thought I was set up for both, and then I didn't have the onsite set
Oh
up. So then I had to wait another 30 days. I didn't get paid out to like
gosh.
90 days, but it was like a big lump sum because
Yeah.
it was
Which
cumulative, but
I mean, you're probably like me. You're used to getting money on a just random basis. It never being self-employed. It's like I might get a lot of money in one month, and then the next month it's like I'm spending all of this money. Why am I spending so much money on all this stuff? But it's like at the end of the year it makes sense. But like sometimes I'm just like, okay, I gotta buy this. I gotta pay this. I gotta do this. So I guess
exactly.
like in terms of like time commitment now, do you work on this like a lot? Is this something that you try to say I'm going to do X amount of hours per day? Like I know you said that you typically like batch film and upload.
Right now I'm like really trying to scale it, so I'm working on it a lot. It's pretty much like full time, I would say.
Mhm.
Just trying to get all that kind, and it's mainly the Amazon influencer program is there's just so many pieces to it. So like when I say full time, it's just not the Amazon influencer program. It's like brand deals, it's UGC deals, it's
Mhm.
have a podcast. Like there's just different pieces. So I
Mhm.
think like yeah, the Amazon influencer program is probably like a bulk of it. And then
Yeah.
like doing these brand deals. And now I kind of want to start doing outreach. So I've been like pretty lucky. Like all these brands have been reaching out to me. So I'm like,
Mhm.
like what else? I started reaching out to them. Like what would
Yeah.
that look like?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where my head is at this point.
Mhm.
And it's just working. I'm one of those people like I always said, even with Amazon, when I just doing a lot of OA, it's like do what works. The store
Yeah.
lets you check out. If you could get product there, like just keep doing more of that. And then when it doesn't work, then find the next thing that works. And so
Right.
for right now, this is working really well for me. So I'm just kind of going all in.
Yeah, the brand deal thing is something that I did not realize like that could be a thing, I guess, because I've just been in a different mindset with reselling. Like, I don't know, reselling is pretty anonymous. Like, you don't really, the customer is just getting the product, that's it, the transaction's over. But like, I started getting emails, like they're asking you to make videos, and you're like, well, I can't keep doing all this for free. I've
Exactly.
got to make money. So, do you have like whenever they ask you directly, do you say like these are my rates, or is it kind of like a back and forth? I know for me personally, I've been like, I'm not working on something that somebody cold emailed me for less than $50 at this point, because like half of them are just like ridiculous products that are never going to sell, or they're not going to sell that well. So how do you kind of like, I guess it's weird. It's like you can't be too direct, but you also have to be direct. It's balance, I guess.
Yeah, so a lot of so for me, I'm kind of in the same position now where I either have to really want it. I'm kind of like on Instagram, I'll do like stuff for like 30. It has to be at
Mhm.
least 30. Like in the past, when I
Mhm.
first started, just like anything else, I was happy to get it for free. I
Oh
was like,
yeah.
oh, we'll do $5. Like, oh, like
Whatever.
someone's gonna pay.
Yeah.
Like, awesome. And then $10. And now I would say like the going rate for me is probably around like I do have some where if it's like so easy, like there's one
Mhm.
type of like category I do, I'll charge like 20 to 25.
Mhm.
Literally takes like 1 minute. It's like I
Mhm.
don't care. So for 25
Yeah.
bucks for
Yeah.
1 minute, like I don't even know what the hourly rate on that is.
Yeah.
But like it's
It's
insane.
super
So,
high.
like, why not? And it's a super easy category, doesn't take up space. Um, so yeah, that for that, I'm just yeah, 50 is kind of the minimum. So usually how it
Mhm.
goes is and it's funny because you have to be tough with these people. So usually what
Mm.
will happen, they'll reach out, they'll be like, hey, we got this whatever, this water bottle and we'd like you to make an Amazon review video for it. So I used to be like, oh, like what is it? Like now
Yeah.
everyone gets the same message. It's just like, hey,
Yeah.
would love to make a video for you. Can you send me the link so I can make sure like I have everything I need to make an awesome video? And then it's like, also, what's
Mhm.
your budget for the video? This way,
Mhm.
it's like upfront. It's just like, listen, like you're paying for this video,
Yeah, and then
like for sure.
that
Yes,
weeds out so many of them.
so some of the big, we have no budget. I'm like, okay, no problem. Like, I keep it nice. I'm just like, okay, like totally understand. Right now, we only have room to capacity to do paid collaborations. Like, if
Mhm.
you have budget in the future, like, feel free to reach out. So instead of being
Right.
like, no, I don't. It's just like right now we're like pretty busy, and that's kind of the case too. So it's like I really don't have time to do these like lower end ones.
Mhm.
And then someone will be like, well, we don't have budget. And then usually they come back, they're like, well, could you do it for this or for that?
Mhm.
And it has to be like really simple. Like some of these people, like for $50, like I'm not installing like a freaking
No,
fan or
I'm not
like
putting
putting
something
together
together.
furniture. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, some people are just like, oh, okay, like it's like we're sending you. Some person the other day was like, we're sending you $120 thing. I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna have to like put it together.
Oh, my
Like,
yeah,
what do you
like
mean? Like, I've gotten like 500 to $1,000 things. Like, they're like, oh, we're sending. It's like,
yeah.
bro, like,
You're the one
please.
asking me,
Yeah, it's
like,
like I don't need to make a video for this, and it's like
no.
I don't need this. I think a lot of the mistakes I made early on too. It's just like it's weird because you're getting all this stuff for free. So it's
Mhm.
like, this is amazing.
Exciting.
And then it's like, ooh, like, what am I gonna do with all this stuff? Like, it starts to get full, and then you start to like, oh, it's awesome that like I'm gonna get a furniture set, but then you don't realize it's gonna take you like 2 hours to put together.
Mhm.
And then where are you gonna film that? So it's like,
Yeah,
right, you already have furniture. So like,
right? I already have chairs,
yeah,
like
like where are you gonna do that setup? Like you're gonna have to move a bunch of stuff around. So
mhm,
like I think you have to kind of think through a lot, and I made that mistake a lot. Is like thinking through like, okay, like what's really gonna be required for this? And like how much time is this gonna take? Do I want this? Do I want to do this? Can I resell this? Does it make sense?
yeah.
So I think there's you just have a lot to you have to like consider.
Someone asked me, like, "What do you do with all the stuff after you get it?" And I was like, "You know what? That's a great question because some of it stays around. Like, I mean, I do a lot of skincare, so I'm like, whatever. I have skincare for like 5 years now, but like even that eventually gets to where you don't have anywhere to put it. So I start giving it away to like friends and family. But like that kind of stuff, you can't resell it after you've like opened it up and used
Mm,
it. So, but like the furniture and stuff, like if I like it, I keep it. But like you said, you kind of max out on that pretty quickly because of the room that it takes up. And then like at this point, if we're about to be out of garbage bags, I'm like, garbage bag company. Like,
yeah, exactly.
so I mean, it's just like trying to resell some of it's worth it, like if it's bigger, but then it's like some of it's not even really worth doing anything with.
I've tried a lot. Just like when I first started reselling, I started with Facebook Marketplace. So I'm like super familiar with that. So I've experimented like this last, I don't know, probably the last from the beginning of this year. Like
Mm-hmm.
really like can you get stuff? Like how much could you get for it? Because I've tried, a lot of people say eBay, but at
Mm-hmm.
this point it's just a pain in the butt to do eBay. If someone buys it to shit like kind of like with the filming days now, it's like I'm not running out to stores. I'm not out a ton. So I have to drop
Mm-hmm.
a package off. It's just kind of annoying at this point. And
Yeah.
or to schedule for like one
A
thing.
pickup.
It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense for me at this point. So I've kind I when I had my warehouse when I was doing books, someone would buy all my DVDs and CDs, and he has like a flea market kind of deal. So
Mm-hmm.
he'll take all the stuff and then
Oh,
he'll
nice.
sell it at his thing, and we'll do like a profit split or whatever
Mm-hmm.
based on what he gets. So that's really good for me. I found that you almost have to ask for half the price. So if it's at Amazon for
Mm-hmm.
$100, you're
Mm-hmm.
probably gonna get like $50 unless
Yeah.
it's something like very like someone really wants or like furniture does well for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, so I think that was another mistake that I made. It's like you almost get stuff to resell and then you realize like, ooh, like
Oh,
there's really like not a
yeah.
market for this. Like someone sent me like a $500 water filter. I'm like, oh, like great, like
Yeah.
everyone's gonna want this. I think I ended up getting rid of it what was that? Like 2, 3 weeks ago for like $150. And like
Mm-hmm.
that's great, but I thought I'd
Yeah.
get like $300 or $400. And it's like
Yeah.
all the effort that went into that video is like, wow, like this
Right.
was not worth it.
I think we've came to the same conclusion that in the beginning it's really fun to get free stuff, and after like 6 months you're just like, why are all these packages still coming to my house? Like you start to dread the mail because it looks like work, and it's like I'm thankful for it. Like I don't want to sound like greedy, but it is like each thing I open is like something I have to make a video about. So I've also tried to be more strategic and like don't get products that take forever to review or like a require some kind of progression to film or anything like that. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, then it gets starts to like pile up too. Cause I think when you kind of look through, like I kind of have it in the spreadsheet where it's now like it's kind of separated like easy and not easy. So like
Mm-hmm.
the not easy section is like, and the reason I separate it out is because like, or there's like it has to be done in a certain room. Like I'm trying not to like be here doing a video and
And
having
then
to run
go.
upstairs,
Yeah.
come back down. So it's like I'm gonna do all the videos sitting here. I'm gonna do all the videos in the kitchen. I'm gonna do all the videos in like my bedroom or
Yeah.
whatever.
I do the
But
same
like
thing.
it doesn't seem like a big deal to like go into the kitchen and do it, but it is because now you need like a tripod
Yeah.
and or you gotta like set it up or I don't know. It's like
Yeah.
our
And then
kitchen is like clean, but it's not like
yeah, like everything in the
influencer
background.
like beautiful ready like 24/7 all the time. So it's like some stuff just requires setup and then you can't have you're doing a video in front of your fridge and there's like a takeout menu that has an address. So like that's gonna get flagged. Like there's all
Yeah.
these like little
Yeah.
intricacies that go into it. And so
Right.
it doesn't seem like a big deal to like stand in front of the fridge with like a blender or something, but then like getting the angle and the audio and like all this stuff that adds up. And then
Yeah.
in your head, you're like, oh, I really don't want to do that. I'd rather just do the videos and sit here.
Yeah.
So
The
I've
more
gotten a little
formulaic.
better, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, like definitely have to consider stuff like that for sure.
Do you like tend to stick with like one niche, or like what do you like? Are there certain things that you like to review that you're like, yes, this is like my thing? I'm not saying don't give your niche, obviously, but like I do a lot of skincare because it's like I can go in my bathroom and then get all of them and be like, okay, see, here it is, like like
Yeah.
it just comes natural, I guess, and it's like some things don't come natural to me. Like I obviously can't sit there and talk about tools.
Yeah, I do a decent amount of clothing. I find clothing pretty easy. It's all yeah. I think when you first get started, everything is hard. Now, like I've gotten a lot of stuff from the influencer program. So like I got this one thing and this thing is a game changer. It's basically like a stand and it has an arm and it's for like an iPad. So you're supposed to like watch your iPad like while you're in bed and you can
I
like
have
move it around.
that.
Yeah, so and it also has a phone attachment.
Mhm,
That is like the best thing for videos because like you could
mhm.
literally just put it in front of you and just like literally adjust the arm
Yeah,
like whatever angle you need. It goes high, it goes low. You can sit it on a table. That thing has like changed the game. And then having one of the biggest things, having a remote. So this came with a tripod, so like
mhm.
it connects to your phone via Bluetooth. You can literally just click on the button and then it will start the video for you. So
Oh,
like if I'm back here, instead of having to
mhm.
like go like that, I just like put it in my pocket, click the button, and then the
Yeah,
video starts going. So
yeah,
those two things together have like been a game changer. So I like to do clothing, supplements, basically anything that I could just sit here and talk about.
right.
The kitchen stuff has been good, but it's like now that we have all the kitchen stuff, it's like, right, like how many set of knives you need, and it's
Yeah,
like, ah, well, that video is going to be like kind of complicated to do, or
right. Um,
yeah, so that's kind of I like to do that stuff, just stuff that's easy to do, pretty
yeah,
much.
I like to do food because you can just eat it.
Yeah, food is good for sure. Like anything that like any of those like packets or powders, so you just put in a water
Mhm.
bottle, shake it up,
Yeah,
drink
yep.
it. Some of the harder ones are for food is like some of the supplement ones where it's like powders because like
Oh,
most of
yeah,
them suck and it's not like smooth.
it's a mess.
Yeah, and it's clumpy and it's
Yeah.
just not good.
Yeah, I feel like that. So like when you make a video, are you like right now I'm shooting for like 30 seconds to a minute. Like is there a certain amount of time that you think is like best?
That's kind of where I am. I'm like 30 seconds to a minute. Um, I think sometimes, like some brands are like, oh, it has to be this long or it has to be that long.
Mhm.
I always like push back. I'm just like, because they're like, oh, how long is it? It's like, it's as long as it needs to be.
Right.
Like, because the people, regardless, like, if you want me to make a 2-minute video about this water bottle, like, people are going to drop off after 20 seconds. So, like,
Yeah,
it
and they
defeats the
just they won't
purpose.
buy it. Like they don't have the attention span. Like you've lost them, and now they're thinking about something else. So,
Yeah,
uh,
so I kinda just however long it needs to be, and then some of the other ones, it just really depends, like, if it requires almost, like, assembly, like, I go back and forth, like,
mhm.
some people are like, "You should show the assembly," but then for me, it's like, well, on Amazon, like, I don't wanna see someone assembling it,
Yeah,
like, because then in my head, I was like, "Oh, that's work, I'm gonna have to assemble that."
yeah,
So instead,
yeah.
I'll just be like, "Oh, let's just skip that," and be like, "Oh, it's, like, super easy to put
See,
together."
yeah, like see,
Here
look
it
at
looks, and then
it.
they're like, "Oh, that looks really nice." So
Yeah,
then they kinda, like, forget about that or, like, "Well, it said it
yeah,
was easy to assemble." But then, like, I see some people, they have, like, all this stuff on the floor and all the screws, and I was like, "Bro, that's, like, 100
yeah.
pieces." Like, no one wants to see that. Like
We started doing like a time lapse, and so like it's like really fast, and I feel
okay.
like that also looks good when people hover over it because they love to see like that fast
Yeah.
movement. So we started doing that for some of the stuff, which I'll show like 10 seconds of us putting it together and then cut to here it is. So I feel like that's kind of good because I can make one assembly video and then I can make another like functional video. So I've kind of started to do that on some products, like make two videos for it, which not often because it's like once that carousel fills up, it feels like it's kind of pointless to
Yeah.
um try to compete, especially on the products where it's like it's got 80 people on it already. It's like I'm just gonna move on. But I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, the carousels are definitely interesting now that I don't know. There's like I feel like they do rotate you in and out.
Hmm.
But yeah, once it kind of gets full, I don't know. It's very weird. I've had like instances where in creator connections, like the campaigns, like I make no money. Like the
Hmm.
first two, and then the third time, like because they expire, and then you could like
Yeah.
rejoin them or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like there's one now that I'm making like a ton of money on that I made no money on prior. I was like, I wonder what that is, or like, did
Hmm.
someone like the video, or did it start converting? It's really hard to get metrics on kind of where you stand. And I've also been on one. So Creator Connections is definitely difficult because it's like you see a product, and let's just say I use something called like viral view, and it will show
Hmm.
you, hey, like this is like 80 out of 100. So this is
Hmm.
a great product to do a review on. So then you get it, and then you do your review, you post it, and then 2 weeks later, there's like 20 people on it, right? And it's so like you can't really like in a sense predict that.
Yeah.
It's not like Amazon where it's like, oh, there was a Walmart sale. Like everyone is going to buy this, right? But
Yeah.
this is like different because you don't know who's gonna get it, who wants it. But I mean, my kind of philosophy is like whatever. Like if you're on the carousel, hopefully someone watches the video. If not, it's kind of practice. And I think
Hmm.
also it's like as your video count grows, it becomes more and more attractive to brands as well. They're like,
Yeah.
wow, like he's done 2,700 videos. Like obviously he knows what he's doing.
Right.
So I think that could be helpful. But yeah, it's always hard to kind of judge too. It's like,
Yeah. Is it
should I
worth?
try to compete? Because like you don't know what you're competing against,
Mhm.
hypothetically, because it's
Yeah.
like, well, no one really knows how Amazon rotates these videos or if there are metrics or like people drop off or
Yeah.
what happens. So
Yeah. Like I've assumed there's conversion metrics because that's what they usually do with everything else, but like they don't really tell you to what extent. So I did see viral view. I haven't used it. Have you used it?
yeah, I use it all the time. I really
Okay.
really like it a lot.
I just discovered it because I was like trying to figure out some analytics and I was like looking up stuff and I saw that and I was like, I need to try that. Especially for like the whole uh like product score, and it just makes it faster to get the ASINs and stuff like that. Because I would be like scrolling down and looking at ASINs, like trying to find it, and it's like buried in the page, and I'm like control find, and control find doesn't work because it's like you have to click on the item description, and it's like all these little things that like take time out of like the process. Like you said earlier, with having a remote, it doesn't seem like it would make that much of a difference. But then, like, if you make 2,000 videos,
Yeah.
like, and you have to stop, start, stop, start, it's like, anything you can do to get faster, you
Yeah, I'd
know?
say that, and like it also saves you like an edit in most cases because if you could like not have to be in front of the camera and like then back up or
Hmm.
do whatever you're trying to do. I think
Yeah.
that is like a big one. But yeah, I think that is kind of like the name of the game with this. It's like it doesn't it's funny because like on the surface, the video is I don't know, 45 seconds to a minute, most of them.
Hmm.
But like to get that filmed, you know, at this point, I'm pretty well versed in a lot of stuff because I've gotten a lot of stuff. So like once you get like one tripod, you know how all of them they fold out, how it works, like the best angle to
Hmm.
take, what to describe it as. It's like
Hmm.
when you're first starting and have no idea, like
Yeah, it's awkward because you don't
what
know
is
how
this?
to like say what you're trying to describe. I really struggled with that because I was like, this is so awkward trying to describe a poly bag that's in my office. Like you can ship things in it, but then now I'm like, this is really good quality, you guys. You can like pull it and it's durable and it has a peel off tab and it's 10 by 13 and like now I feel like I'm more comfortable with it, like you said. But like in the beginning, I feel like you need to make at least 100 videos before your videos are even like remotely good.
Yeah, for sure. And I think there's just like a rhythm to it. I've talked to someone who they do like really, really high end videos. They put a lot of time into a lot of effort. I'm like, oh, maybe I should be doing that or whatever. But then like we have the same conversion rate. Or it's like
Mm-hmm.
very similar, like by like zero point 0.2 percentage points. Like not a big deal. And I was just like, it's interesting. Like at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, I guess the better quality video you make, the better. But then I
Like
don't know, like
marginally.
yeah, the idea is to give I kind of think about like, well, what's the goal? So the goal of the video is to like give the consumer like a glimpse of like what the product looks like,
Mhm.
take a guess at like like why would I buy this or what would I want to know about this? Give them
Right.
that, and whether that's done like a beautiful YouTube video or just me sitting here telling the story, I don't think they really care.
Yeah.
They probably think it's like more trustworthy if I'm just sitting here because it's like, wow, like this guy's just kind of in his house. Like this
Right.
isn't a
It's not a
beautiful TikTok
production.
video or something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
I think overly polished to me also seems more of like a, I don't know if I trust that. It seems like, it's not authentic almost. And like it's better suited towards YouTube. Do you cross post your content there, or do you even feel like that's worth it? Because I've been trying to do that, but like it's so slow. But brands do find me
wow.
there. So,
I do. So I kind of wish I started in the beginning because I have like 2,700 videos and I think only 1,000 of them are on YouTube. So that is definitely, I think having a YouTube channel, one, yeah, brands will find you. Two, it is you could use that as leverage. So a lot of people now in creator connections are just like, hey, will you post this on another social media
mhm.
platform? I'm not gonna do it on my main Instagram, not at
Yeah.
this point anyway. Um, so I'm just like, well, I could do YouTube, but like the process is just like super tedious. Like I should probably get a virtual assistant to do it. But
Mhm.
I mean, just the that's the hard part, like kind of thinking through all the moving pieces because like all the videos for me, I film pretty much everything on my iPhone. Then I airdrop it to my computer. And then I upload it from the desktop because I personally just find it easier.
Mhm.
Um, and
I
so
do
then all the
desktop.
videos are there. And then it's like, oh, like when you go to so I use Viral View because you could download your videos, your
Oh
influence.
yeah, yeah.
So then when I download it, it has the title and everything. So then when I upload it to YouTube, I use that file. So it
Oh,
pulls in the
okay.
title. But then you need like the affiliate, like there's just so many like
Yeah.
little bits and pieces. But I kind of have it down and I definitely yeah, you definitely get people like, hey, like I saw your video on YouTube. Um, and it's something else a lot of other people can offer,
Mhm.
which kind of gives you a little leg up. You'll probably get, I mean, the goal is to get it monetized eventually. I mean, people
Yeah.
are mean on YouTube though. I get
Oh, I
so
know.
many bad comments. Like,
Somebody told me last week, "Get a life."
yeah, someone called me an idiot the other day. I
Yeah.
did this wallpaper review, like something similar to back here. I was
Mhm.
at an Airbnb and everyone's like, "You hung it crooked, like you're an idiot, like this is terrible." Like 20,
Yeah,
30 people. And I was like, God,
yeah.
like
I
what is
almost
wrong?
wanna do something wrong just to get engagement at this point, because that's like an actual strategy now to
Yeah,
just piss people off.
for sure. And yeah, it's just really funny. Do you post on YouTube then?
Yeah, I've got about like 220-ish videos uploaded to YouTube. It's like you said, even if you are doing it, like typically I'll sit down and I'll get 30 videos and just get them all ready and just private them and then schedule them. Um,
Yeah.
but like I'm trying to post like once a day on YouTube right now, which I don't post every video because it's just like some of them don't seem like they would be worth the effort. Just
Yeah.
depends on the product. But like some of them, one of them got like 8,000 views, and I was like, that's surprising.
Wow.
I don't understand that at all, but must have caught the algorithm on the right day or something. I don't know.
I've definitely had some like go pretty crazy for sure. Um yeah, and that's kind of what a lot of it too. It's like hard because I almost think every video that I make or everything that gets posted on YouTube, it's like a chance to get like a brand's attention. Or
Hmm.
like when I first started, it was like, okay. And you could just see the pattern. It's like I want to get more dog products. So like you just apply for dog products. And then like I figure out like it's really hard to make like dog videos because like our dog is like kind of camera shy. So it's like, oh, to get him like wrangled up and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Or like
yeah.
you want to do like kitchen videos, but then you like find out like those are difficult. But you could see like a clear pattern where it's
Mhm.
just like, okay, like if I do one for like a wireless charger, like I know a bunch of other people or these people's competitors are going to reach out and be like, hey, and they do it all the time. It's like, oh, I saw you made a video for that sunglass company. Could you make a video for ours? So I kind of always think about that. Like
Yeah.
that is a case where I will take a free product. That is going to be a pain in the butt. It's like, ooh, because I want to get more deals like that, or I
Right.
think it's a higher end item I could sell, or like someone sent me like an electric scooter, and I was just like, this is like a pretty high ASP item, and it could attract like people that have like higher ASP items or other scooter companies. And it turned out it's like I don't even really like riding a scooter. So it's like, well, why'd
Yeah.
you do this kind of
Yeah.
thing? And like no other scooter companies reached
No,
out. But
because
it's also
then
good to show on your like kind of your page that
versatile.
you can
Yeah.
do high end videos of expensive products, or like you can do a video riding on a scooter or whatever.
Right. Like you get a validation from one brand and then the other ones are all like, okay, this is the scooter guy. Like,
Exactly. And
yeah.
like you could like pin it to your profile. So I try to do that when I pin stuff to my profile. Like I have that video, or like I forgot what else is pinned, but
Yeah.
like if it's like a higher end video, or like I did one for a vacuum and it was like pretty in depth, or like pretty, and like that video didn't even drive any sales. So it's like I spent a ton of
Yeah.
time on that video. And that's what I wanted to say before. Like when you're making high-end videos, like I heard someone say, I forgot what their name was, but they do have like a YouTube channel, and they're just like one of the biggest arguments against like creating these high-end videos. It's like you're not even guaranteed placement in the carousel.
No, and then
So
you've
it's
wasted a
like,
lot of time.
yeah,
Like,
you could spend hours and not even get placed. And it's like, well,
yeah. Do you have brands now that you like work with on a consistent basis? Because I have a few that I'm like, I like them. We communicate well. They're not stressing me out. We
yeah.
pretty much exchange a product like every 2 weeks. So,
Yeah, I have a couple of companies that I'm working with consistently, which is really nice. I've kind of gotten to the point where I just kind of know, just based on the interaction, like how it's gonna
mhm.
go. Like, there's one company I'm talking to right now, and I'm just like, I'm done with these people.
Oh
It's
yeah,
it's just like, okay, like we're gonna send the thing. They never send the thing. Oh, can you post it on TikTok too? Yeah, for an additional charge. And then it's
mhm.
like, I'll do both videos, an Amazon one and a TikTok one for this price. And they're like, can you do it for this price? Because like we also offer I was like, this is
Oh
over.
my
Like
gosh.
if it's already like this and
Yeah,
I haven't even gotten the product, like
no,
I can't
just
even imagine like when the video and like edits and stuff, like I find that a lot too. It's like you really have to push back. It's like,
they are so aggressive in what they want, but so like conservative in what they want to pay you.
exactly. And a lot of the time it's like I've kind of taken, I don't know if this is going to be a good strategy, but it's more like we're doing this on my terms. And I
Right.
think a lot of these brands don't understand how to even work. So it's kind of helpful. It's like, no, I'm not
Mhm.
sending you the raw file. Like, I'm sending you the Amazon link.
No.
Once
Yeah.
it's ready, there are no edits. Like, I've done 2,600 of these. Like, if you go watch all of them,
Yeah.
and if you like that, then we'll work together. But like, there's no edits. Like, people send contracts. I'm like, bro,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
this is for like, are we serious here? And it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll sign it. You're in freaking China. Like, that's not gonna hold up here anyway. So like,
No.
yeah, sure,
I
I'll sign
like,
it.
if I'm working with them on a paid video, I typically, like, make them pay me 30%, in advance.
Oh, nice.
So, I don't know, like, that's been working because I feel like it means they have, like, a little bit of skin in the game. That way I feel like if I didn't at least get paid, that they at least gave me that. So,
That's actually a smart idea. I've never. I don't think anyone's ever not paid me. Like, knock on wood.
really? Yeah, that
Um,
see, I mean, you never know, and I think the most common thing would be that they do pay you, but then, like, they didn't ask you to use it, like, commercially, and they're trying to put it on their listing page, and I'm like, "That's a different thing. That's not the same as me making a video for you and just posting it to the storefront, like, that's different."
I've heard other people who've not gotten paid, and supposedly it's like, "Oh, what leverage do I have?" And you're like, "Well, I'll delete the video." Like, and
Yeah.
supposedly that works. It's like, "Hey, if you don't pay me, like, I'm
Mhm.
deleting this video." And then they're out, like, I guess what they shipped it to you for, and
Oh,
a lot of these
I'm
people have bosses where they're like, "What happened to the video?" Or and you
yeah.
have to know when to push back too. Like, this one person sent me, like, wasn't like a it's not Legos, but it's same kinda concept, and a bag was missing. Like, I was already, like, kinda, like, pissed about it. I was like, "This is gonna take forever to put together. Like, why'd I
Mhm.
do this?" And then a bag is missing, so I'm like, "I'm not making the video, like, I don't feel comfortable making the video, like, you shorted me a bag, like, I'm not gonna say go buy this Lego set and everyone else gets short a bag or whatever."
Mhm.
So they're just like, "Oh, like, we'll send you a bag, another one," or I was like, "This is over."
Yeah.
Like, I already spent an hour, like, trying to sort out the bags, telling you what's wrong. I was like, "It's over. Like,
Yeah.
this isn't happening." And they
I would
gave me such a hard time. I was like, "Alright, we're just not gonna work again together."
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
would
don't care.
just like now that I know what I know, I would just tell people who are getting started, like, don't deal with the BS. Just if it's somebody starts in on you, just
Yeah.
immediately just disconnect because it's not gonna get any better from there.
Yeah, for sure, and just know, like, I feel like when I first started, especially through creator connections, it was like, "Oh, man, like, I gotta be careful." Like, what the brand says goes. It's like, "No." Like, "I don't think so, bro." Like, someone's
No.
like, "Oh, like, I need you to edit." It's like, "No, like,
Oh, yeah,
that's
or they
not how
want you
this
to follow,
works."
like, a script or something, like, I'm
Yeah,
like,
like, those messages, like, some of them, they'll, "Oh, how do you plan on promoting it? Like, what's your pl" I'm like, "I'm not even responding."
I'll
Like,
just hit
I'm
the
not
keyboard shortcut for my storefront and then send it back, and I'm like, "That's your promotion. I made the video. Like, what else do you want?" Like, it's kind of bizarre, but, like, how have you, like, leveraged it to, like, UGC content? Do you kinda, like, wait for them to come to you? I know you said earlier that you're starting to think about pitching them. I've, like, cold emailed a few, and a
Mhm.
few have sent me the product, but, like,
Wow.
I don't know, it's kinda like, do I wanna sit there and do that all day, you know?
Yeah, so I go back and forth. So a lot of the stuff I've gotten has been like for Amazon program for the brand deals. UGC, I haven't really like got like some of the companies that have sent me stuff for deals have also do like they do UGC, but I haven't really worked with them. So I
Mhm.
think I don't know. I think you're kind of building your portfolio, so you're practicing. UGC videos are different, but I mean, if you made like a whole bunch of Amazon influencer videos, like the content's not like super, super different. So you could be like, hey, like I've worked with
Mhm.
these brands. So that's how I kind of plan to leverage it. It's like, all right, like
Yeah.
I've worked with all these Amazon sellers. Like this is how much money I've generated for them. Like I could do the same thing for you guys.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, like that's the key is like the outreach, like doing all of
Yeah.
that and kind of getting
Yeah.
that set up. Which is difficult, I feel like, but there is a lot of money in there. So
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I
yeah,
really want a greenhouse and I don't wanna buy it, so I've been, like, spamming all the greenhouse people because 'cause I'm like, eventually one of them will crack and I will get a greenhouse for free. So I'm just, like, trying to do it that way, but, like, some of the ones I had already made a video for a product that they sell. So I was like, "Hey, I've actually
mm,
already made a video for you. I'm interested in making another video for you. Would you send me this product?" And so that kind of worked better than just asking them for something with no context.
that's smart. Okay, yeah, because I've done that before too, where it's just like, oh, I've made videos for this in the past as well,
Mhm.
or you kind of like give them a little more context. I think a lot of them too I kinda see the other side of it, like, I'm sure they send out a lot of samples and people don't make the video or
Yeah.
they make a real shitty video, like, I've seen, like, 10-second, 15-second videos, you're like, "Alright, that's terrible," like, what that person did to the brand.
Yeah.
So I kinda get that side of it. I'm like, "Well, if I was a brand owner, it's like, oh, maybe I'd be asking these questions," but then
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like a lot of them, it's just like, "No, just send the product and then
Yeah.
I'll
It
make
is
your
a
video."
it's a very transactional business. Like I get the product, you get the video. It's pretty simple. And then like if you want more, then I get more. And
Exactly.
you know, I think that's a lot of people ask me like, like? What do you charge and what do you do this? And I'm like, it depends on what they want. Because like if they want a video that's like 10 minutes long, that's a lot different than me making a 1 minute video. And I think I've just learned like avoid the people who ask for too much, and then the business runs a lot smoother. It just goes like easier. What was I going to ask you? Oh, if you do okay, so creator connections obviously is a terrible
Yeah.
like
Terrible.
setup, and I think we all agree on that. Um, I guess like do you I do most of like I would say like most of my pitches in creator connections for the stuff that I'm like not that I don't already own. Is there like a way that you use to keep up with all your campaigns? Like how do you kind of manage like which ones need to be done by X day. And also I've noticed that like sometimes they'll suggest to me you should join the campaign because you've already made a product or you've already made a video about the product, but then sometimes they won't, and I'll miss out on like campaign earnings.
Yeah, so for that, it's been like really difficult. So I use pretty much Creator Connections every day. So it's getting easier, a little bit easier. I forgot what the hell, what is it called? There's a plugin. I don't remember what it's called, but
Mm-hmm.
now it's like a Chrome plugin, and basically it will go through all your videos and all your Creator Connection campaigns and spit you out a list
Okay.
of which video or what campaigns you're not in that you have videos for.
Okay. Is it paid
Issue
or is it?
It's free. I'll
Oh,
look it up after this. I'm
okay.
at, like, my
Yeah.
recording computer, so I don't
Yeah.
have everything set up. But yeah, so that is good, and now with
Mhm.
Viral View, they just launch a new feature that once you go into the campaign, if you already have a video, it auto grabs your video. So
Oh,
it'll grab the link,
that
so
would
then
be
you can
nice.
drop it in there. I've had spreadsheets, so, like, usually what I do is I was, like, basically I'd make the video and then copy the video URL, put it in the spreadsheet. This way I have it for Creator Connections, and then,
Mhm.
like, if there are issues, like, you have it. It's an annoying step, but it's like, well, now I have all these videos, and it did
Mhm.
make sense for Creator Connections, but it's just hard, like, to kinda it's a lot of moving pieces.
Yeah.
For campaign times, I don't pay attention to any of that stuff, like, it's just like, I get it, I'm gonna make the
Yeah.
video, like because I'm trying to make the video quicker, because like, obviously, I wanna get as much
The
time in the
yeah.
campaign, um, so yeah, I just try to do my best, I guess, like, I'm not
Yeah.
going in any sort of order by the campaign date or
Oh, yeah,
anything like
no.
that.
If one like I have one that's coming up, like I have like 6 days to make it. I'm like, "You should probably make this."
Yeah,
But
that's the hard part about it too, because it's like, let's just say the campaign doesn't let's say it ends in April, and like if you message them today, like you're gonna have a week
yeah.
because like it's usually takes some of them are quick. It's already in Amazon, so you get it like
Yeah.
2 3 days. But I would say most of them take like I don't know 5 to 7 days to kind of get to you. Just really
Yeah.
depends on what it is or where it's coming from.
I typically don't accept the campaigns until I get the product.
I don't either.
Yeah,
I get
because
a
I
lot of
mean
pushback on that. I'm just
I do
like,
too, which I now have a keyboard shortcut for as my like
yeah.
explanation. Because it's like I don't know what like I could never even get anything from you guys. Half the time you guys send me the wrong product anyways, or you send me a box full of products that aren't even in the campaign. Like,
Yeah, that's actually today before we were doing this, I was kind of going through like one of my spreadsheets and like basically like as soon as like a brand agrees that they're gonna ship a product, I like put them in that spreadsheet.
mhm,
And like I also have one that's like a tab that's like brand never sent. And there's
mhm,
over like 300 or 400 in there. I was like,
yeah, yeah,
damn, like if I would have accepted these, like that would have been crazy. Like
yeah.
to
I
be
don't.
have to do videos for all this stuff or
Yeah, you would
and
have
there's
to
a
buy
ways
it,
around it, but like
right?
drop
Like you
the
can just
link or whatever,
yeah, you can just
but
post a link, but it is kind of like a hassle the way they have it set up. I hate the brands that make a new campaign like every 2 weeks. They just create more work for me. It's like,
exactly. That is, like, yeah, one of the biggest, like, pain points is, like, they're doing that. I mean, that's what I don't understand, especially if you're gonna renew it every month. There are brands that just do it every 4 weeks, every 4
yeah.
weeks. Like,
The
why not
only
just let
thing
it run?
the
I don't
only thing I
understand.
can think is maybe because it gets back to the top and maybe like
Oh, probably.
but
Probably gets
like
them back to the top, and then when people don't, like, fill it in again, they don't have to
mhm,
pay out the commission maybe, and they get the
right.
video.
Yeah. So I guess from that perspective it makes sense for them to just try to get us to not drop the link in that we on the video that we've already made because I do forget sometimes.
Yeah.
But it sounds like I could sounds like I could use that Chrome extension that you were talking about because I know I've lost out on like perfumes and stuff like that that would have been great, like $8 commissions, and I'm just like, dang, that one's over.
Yeah, the end times on that stuff is, like yeah, it's brutal.
Okay, I asked you this off camera, but do you like what do you do when your video dies? Do you check your old videos? Like basically if a listing goes away, I've noticed that like basically the video just says like product not available and then the video is useless. So I've been trying to figure out, like, is there a good way for me to go back and check some of these, or is that more time intensive than just going to make new videos?
Yeah, I've never really done this. So
Mhm.
I've heard other people say the listing breaks or, there's newer
Mhm.
products or whatever. I haven't really gone back. I mean, I'm just like trying to think in my head, like,
Right.
how much how much more money would you really
Right.
make?
I think
I
if
had
it was something.
2,700 videos to like go
Yeah.
back. I mean, there's not even great metrics to figure out, what video is
Right.
really making you money. I mean, you could download a spreadsheet and go
Mhm.
through all of it, but it's still really hard. And then you don't, yeah, it's just really difficult. I
Yeah.
mean, there's some videos too where it's like, it's not even sure why you're not on the page. Like,
Mhm.
like you could do a recent video and your video is not there for like a week
Yeah.
or two. And
Yeah.
then there was a video that I did like 6 months ago, got no sales on it whatsoever, and then this
Mhm.
month got like 20 or 30 sales on it. Like,
So basically, it was dead, and then it just like sprung up to life and started making sales.
yeah, and I'm like, I didn't upload a new video.
Mhm.
I don't know, like, I always get worried about stuff like that too, because it is Amazon, and it's like, a lot of people were just like, "Oh, yeah," like, when you first started, like, "You should tag all the products, like, any listing," and then Amazon's like, "Yeah, if you tag multiple listings, like, we're not paying you anything," or
Yeah.
it was like, "Make 3 videos for every product, because then you'll, like, hog the carousel,"
Oh my
and Amazon
god.
shut down on that, so I
Yeah.
always, like, kinda think about that, it's like, is it really worth it to
Right. Especially
upload a new
after.
one or tag
Yeah.
it, or it just doesn't make, I don't know,
Like, after
much
spending
sense.
so much time on building your account, the last thing that you want is to get it, like, shut down for something like that.
Exactly, and I think a lot of things too is, like, some of these listings and stuff, some of them, especially for, like, the creator connections ones, like, the company probably just, like, went out of business. Like, there
Right.
is no other listing, like, to attach that to,
Yeah.
or, like, whatever, like, they no longer make that version of the Ninja product.
Right, or they
So no
changed the
one's buying it anyway, there's
yeah,
no
they
supply, so
they
it's
changed,
I
like,
don't
a
know.
16-ounce to a 12-ounce, and they make a new listing for it, so, like, the
Exactly.
products. Yeah. So, okay, what are your predictions about the Amazon influencer program? Do you think it's okay? So people seem like everything on don't read anything on Reddit because they're all like, "This is horrible." they're like, they're
Yeah.
like,
And the
they're like,
Facebook groups too have gotten pretty bad.
yeah, they're like,
Uh,
I don't make any money and I work on this every day like a coal miner, and I'm like, then stop doing it.
yeah, predictions. I don't kn so a lot of the people, what they're complaining about, I don't see it in my business. Like, I don't
Mhm.
know what they're doing. I don't know. I've seen this with the OA space as well. You get a DM, "I can't find any profitable products, it's not going well, this doesn't
Mhm.
work," and you're like, "How much time are you spending sourcing every day?" Like, "I don't source every day." "Alright, when you do source, how long are you spending?" "I don't know, 30, 40 minutes." It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not gonna work, like, that's just not how this works, and I think a lot of people too I think a lot of people probably so I've only been doing this a year. Like
Mhm.
anything else, supposedly it was amazing. Like when it first started. I don't know
Yeah.
when it first started. I don't really care when it first started, but supposedly it was so much better. And obviously, because there were less people doing it. That's how this
Yeah.
all works. I
Yeah.
mean, that's Amazon online arbitrage in a nutshell. Like everyone
That's
starts
just
doing it, now it's
yeah.
absolutely terrible. Um, so I think the prediction, I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is going to be outside of Amazon. I think Target, Walmart, all these other sites are going to have something similar. I don't
Yeah.
see why they wouldn't. So
Yeah.
if you have all these videos and keep good track of them, I mean, I think you have the potential to cross list on these other platforms, which will be really big. I
Mhm.
think I just don't see how this kind of dies or gets like
Yeah.
there's so many product like every year like companies launch new products like
Yeah.
tons of them like and it's just crazy to me like Ninja Grill or the Ninja Company every
Mhm.
year there's something new, there's the creamy and the ice cream thing,
Mhm.
like there's always something that's going to be like coming out. I do think these companies will always like need videos for it. I'm
Yeah.
guessing like the videos probably convert better, um because obviously Amazon's willing to pay for it. I hope they don't like kind of cut down on the commissions, like kind of how they did with the associates program, like back in
Right.
the day. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you're just making videos and getting paid for them after you make them, and you have very little to no expense. You're getting stuff for free. So, like, I don't really know how a lot of people complain about it. I
Yeah.
mean, for me,
It's
I just plan to keep going. I mean,
yeah.
I don't
It's
know. What do you think?
mostly upside. I mean, there's not a lot of downside to it. I mean, it's not like you said. It's not very. I think the biggest downside to me is the time because it is
Yeah,
time consuming.
agree.
But I mean, I'm gonna work on something regardless. So
Yeah, I think that's the hard. It is a little difficult to outsource, but I mean, I think there's definitely aspects that you can outsource. I think it would definitely get interesting where when you start getting brand deals or bigger UGC things, I think that's kind of where you're going to see like a lot of the upside. And the
mhm.
Amazon like influencer program will just be like nice extra money. But it's a good way to get started. And I mean, it's something everyone could really do because
Yeah,
like you have stuff in your house, like it's probably on Amazon, so you could do a review about it. Yeah, I mean, maybe it gets more saturated. I think to like what you were saying, it's a lot of time, so I think a lot of people, like anything else, are gonna start this,
yeah. Well,
go
and
hard, and then they're
yeah.
like, I don't know, is this worth the time? Is this not worth the time?
I also feel like a lot of them haven't ran a business, so they don't understand the
True.
concept of working and making nothing.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think that is like a big part of it too. It's like for us, we know it's like, well, you get out of it what you put in. Like
Yeah,
a lot of other people are like, well, I put in and then stop putting in, and then they're like, why am I not getting anything out?
yeah.
It's like, well,
If
there are
you're
more
used
people
to
doing this. Like, it's
yeah,
different.
if you're used to getting paid like hourly for your work and then don't get anything,
Exactly.
they get bitter, which I'm like, "Yes, go, leave."
I do
But
think a lot of people, just like anything else, will probably like fall off just because it's like it is a lot of work. It's a lot to manage. It's
yeah.
like it's just a lot. But
Mm.
I mean, I don't know. I like it a lot. It works
It's
for
fun.
me. I
Yeah,
think,
it's
yeah, I think it's fun. You get free stuff. You get to make videos. Like you get brand deals. Like for me, it's just like the perfect mix and just works for like kind of what I want to do. And you
yeah.
could kind of really do it. Like you could front load it. Like you could work
Mhm.
like really hard at the beginning of the month and not so hard at the end, or vice versa.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I've been meaning to do my bookshelf because like it will be very easy to sit down with a stack of books. So I'm like,
Oh
God, that would
yeah,
probably be at least 100 videos, like easy. And if it's like you really wanted to grind, you could literally go buy like books from like thrift stores or like fill a bag sales and just do like reviews like that. But like I constantly have stuff coming in because I still do reselling. So like I'm like, okay, that looks like a good thing. I could just review that. Like I'm already here getting all this stuff. So I feel like some people think that like they need to go out to Target and pay like market value for stuff.
yeah, no, agree. And like I definitely reviewed my books and like I do get commissions on them.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you've read them, it's like really easy just to like go through and be like, hey, this is my like favorite takeaway from this book or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think it's just yeah, I think people are just lazy and they just want like easy money. And like, while this is marketed as easy money, there's
Yeah.
obviously work behind it.
Yeah.
It's more than just shooting like a 30-second video because it does not take 30 seconds. I mean, that's the finished product, but getting to that,
Right.
I mean,
So did you notice that I think they went away with that inspire thing, kind of like TikTok scrolling?
yeah, I did notice that. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's the hard part with the influencer program. There's like a bunch of info, but not a bunch of info that's kind of reliable. And they
Mhm.
seem to change just like Amazon. Um, like there's, normal pages, and all of a sudden there's like a 20 video carousel like
Yeah.
overnight. And it's
Yeah.
only on some of the pages, not all of the pages. Like, why does some pages not have carousel?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, and like
or they're like, there is no video carousel, but then you post a video and all of a sudden you're on the page. It's just the most bizarre thing.
yeah.
Um,
And it's just like I feel bad for the people who made all that vertical content. But
yeah. I noticed, so I started doing some vertical content, and because I did pretty much everything horizontal.
me
And they're
too.
like, oh, we're doing this, whatever. And then I had like a spout where like people were like, "Oh, you don't need to do a thumbnail." And I was like, "All right, like I'm not gonna do a thumbnail, like, and then I'm
Mhm.
just gonna do vertical." And then I like kind of looked through, and it was like, "Huh, like the vertical videos like look like crap, basically, if you
Mhm.
don't have a thumbnail, because like you can't
Right.
really see, and it's just annoying." And then it was going back, I'm like, I don't know. Are these vertical videos like performing better? Because like they're kind of hard to see, to be honest. Like if
Yeah.
you're on Amazon and you're trying to like get a close up of like, now there are some times where like you just need to make a vertical video because like you're doing a light and you're not going to get it vertically the whole thing. So like it is
Yeah.
what it is. Um, so then I went back to horizontal and doing thumbnails. And I think thumbnails, while they're kind of annoying, I do think they are important. I mean, I have
I
no
I agree.
justification for this,
Yeah,
but
I have
like
nothing to base it on except for I feel like it I feel
like
like
if
it's
you
good.
go on the Amazon page, it's like you're gonna see a bunch of people's faces, or if you have text and it says like, "Oh, don't buy this," or something to that effect, you're like, "Oh,
Mhm.
like why?" Like so they're gonna click on that. Now you can't guarantee that like you're even placed, but I do think a thumbnail
Yeah.
definitely helps. Like I've heard people say, "Oh, as long as you can see the product." Like, you don't really
Yeah.
need one, like, it's ki
And it
is it really worth it? And I experimented, like, doing no thumbnails, and, like, my commission like, it's hard, like, "Oh, my commissions weren't as good." It's
yeah.
like, I don't know, it's very subjective, like, was that the
Right.
reason? Or, like, who knows? But I do think, like, you do I don't know, like YouTube, like, you have a better shot if you have a
Right.
thumbnail. Like,
It
it's just it is
it's
what it is.
yeah, like, it's your advertisement for your video, so, like, why would you let them choose what that is?
Exactly, and I do think if you could get, like, a good, like, some text and then, like, a picture of you using it, or, like, I try to do, like I have no justification for this either, but, like, almost make, like, a funny face with the
Mhm.
project.
Yeah,
Just
be
be
weird.
like,
Yeah.
"What is he doing?" Or, like, "Why is
Yeah.
he doing that?" Again,
I
I
do
don't know.
too. I wear those stupid, like, headband things, and I'm like
Yeah, I'll always be like, and
yeah,
it's like, "What is he doing?" Or, like yeah, it's just, like, totally random, so
yeah.
I don't know. I think that definitely helps, and I do think that too. It's like, all right, like a lot of people don't want to do that, and it's like, all right, like that's fine. And I think like anything else, at some point in time, like you're probably there now too. You're like, I know what I'm doing. Like
Mhm.
it's always great to like learn new stuff and like listen to other people. But like I kind of got caught in that trap doing this. It was like my gut's telling me like I don't think this is right. Like
Yeah.
making all these vertical videos without thumbnails, like, I just don't
I
think that's
thought
a
it
winning strategy,
I
but,
think I'm
like,
not
everyone was saying it, and these people are
yeah,
further ahead than me, and then circle back now, it's like, well, yeah, vertical videos are out,
yeah, and it's
and
like,
it's
why
also
didn't
very funny too, because a lot of people said, like, when they first started, they I guess I don't know what the guidelines were, but a lot of people had music in their videos or
oh my
something.
gosh.
So then Amazon's like, "Well, we can't do music anymore." So they cut all the audio. 'Cause, like, they probably can't distinguish, so now it's like
Mhm.
all these people had, like, tons of videos with no sound.
Yeah,
So,
and
like, they had to do, like, voiceovers
oh my gosh,
or I don't know, I'd probably just make the videos all over again
I'd
and
probably
delete
just
the
start
voice,
over at that
but
point because it's
I
not even
think
worth
for
it.
that, like anything else, it's like, you just gotta use kinda, like, common sense, and I feel like at this point, it's just like and I by far do not know everything about this, but,
Mhm.
like, if my intuition says something or I'm just like I don't know, like, that maybe makes sense on paper. Like, a lot of these people, like, "Oh, make, like, the highest quality video possible." It's like, yeah, on paper, that kinda makes sense, but,
Yeah. This is a
like
quantity business, this is not a
yeah,
quality it's not a
exactly.
quality business.
And you also have to just look at it, it's like, well, like, what's the goal here? And I think, like, sometimes I get caught up in it, I, like, forget that it's like,
Yeah,
we're
no, me
kinda trying
too.
to sell them on this product, like,
Yeah,
why it's good. It's not necessarily, like they're looking for, like, they could go on YouTube and watch, like,
yeah.
someone. if they
And
want to like
my
see
my,
something
like,
really, really nice.
perfectionist tendencies force me like, sometimes I wanna fix it to where it's, like, just right, and I'm like, "You're getting lost in the sauce. You've
Yeah.
gotta get this done, like, stop worrying about this little, like, 8-second clip that nobody cares about except for you, Bella." Just calm down.
Yeah, I feel like that too, and it's like you wanna make, like you always wanna make, like, good videos or whatever, but you also
Mhm.
just have to weigh it against, like, does anyone care about this? Is this I think it's like, will the customer appreciate this, or will it help them make a buying decision?
Yeah.
Most of the like, me, like, taking a knife to the box, like, unpacking it, like, I don't think that's important, or
Mm-mm.
me unpacking everything, or them seeing all the parts, or I think you gotta, like, just, like, think outside the box
Yeah.
sometimes and
Like,
just
just
be like
get to it immediately, like
exactly, and, like, I used to waste, like, so much time of being, like, trying to think about the way to disclose and this and like, now I just do it at the end because
yeah,
like, it would be so awkward to be like, "Oh, like, the brand just sent me this microphone." Now it's like, "Hey, if you're looking for a great microphone, blah, 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 like,
yeah,
thanks for the brand for sending this, so I can do this review for you."
yeah,
And it's just,
that's
like,
the
very simple because it's like, "Did I disclose when I" like, you stop the video, like, did I say it? So this way, like, if you didn't, like, you would just add it at the end. You'd be
mhm.
like, "Oh, thanks for sending me this," or you just move on.
Yeah, that seems like the easiest thing. Just go at the end. I know for sure, like, I have a goal to get to 1,000 videos, like, by the end of the year, just trying to run my other businesses and then, like, do
Yeah.
this, and I'm like I really struggle because 'cause I'm like, "If I put 100% into one business, could I stop running 8 businesses?"
Yeah. I mean, I think that is, like, one of the big things now. I mean, you probably see it on social, like, everyone's doing Amazon, Walmart, like, everyone's doing everything. I think people are
Mhm.
selling on Best Buy now and Target, and Amazon's made it really hard just to, like, kinda sell only on their platform, and it's
Yeah.
kinda risky to do so. So everyone has to, like, kinda spread out their risk. And I think for this, what I like most about the influencer program is it's kind of many businesses in one. Like, one, you're getting commission on Amazon, offsite and then on-site.
Mhm.
Simple. The other thing you have, like, you could resell that product, so that's another, like, kinda thing you could do. You could get brand deals, that's another thing. You can make TikTok videos with this, that's another thing.
Mhm.
Like, you could have a YouTube channel and get that monetized, like so, like, it makes for me, it's, like, less risky because,
Mhm.
like, yes, Amazon's the main, then you have all these, like, little branches that, like, if the main got knocked away, like, you kinda just do UGC. So then you don't
Yeah.
need a platform. So for me, that's kinda how I look at it. It's just more I don't know, it gives you more options and a
Yeah.
lot less downside, I guess.
Yeah, it's multifaceted, like, you could do lean into one thing if you really like that one thing or, I think that for me, it's just like I don't know where it's gonna go, so I'm just trying to like see for now. So I'm trying to get to 1,000 because I'm like I feel like at that point I'll maybe have a good baseline for what I'm able to reasonably make every month. But I have my t-shirt business that I haven't touched, and it makes like $500 a month, and I'm like
Wow.
that's nice. I should probably work on that, but I'm just burnt out. Like I don't want to do that anymore. Like you just do it every day, grinding for like years, and you're like one day you wake up and you're like, I just can't do this anymore.
Yeah, I think that's always the hard part. It's like, I get asked a lot. It's like, "What should I do?" What's the best thing to do? And it really just depends on your situation. Like, I was actually
Mhm,
thinking about this at the gym about, like, the other day, and I was like, try to make a reel or a video, and I just never did it, but it's just like, I think everyone should just, like, sit and just be like, "Is there a better way to make money than I currently am?" And so for some people, like, I know some people that on Amazon, they're making, like, 50 grand a month
mhm.
profit. And it's like, well, for them to do something else, like, it's gonna be really hard to find something else.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you're making, like, 500 to $1,000 selling on Amazon, there's a lot of other stuff you could do, right?
right.
Like, that
Yeah,
is less risky and could potentially make you
yeah,
even more money, but you gotta, like, experiment with that, and I think yeah, like you said, you haven't touched your t-shirt business, and it's still making you to, like, $500, like so I do think, like, for me on the influencer program, how I kinda took it was, like, you do both businesses at the same time, you really just, like, work really hard, But then as like the influencer program, like I was like, okay, like you could definitely make money doing this. Like, okay,
Mhm.
you're making more money doing this. And like you just start seeing more and more proof and you're like, all right, yeah, this is worth spending more time on.
Right.
And that's kind of how I did it and justified it. And then now, you have systems in place, and now like kind of the next step is going to be like continue to grow it and figure out ways to outsource it.
Mhm.
Um, or what can be outsourced, because I do think this just has like a lot of potential. Like, uh, I look at like a lot of things like what is like the downside, or how does this get rocked, or
Mhm.
you know go to hell? And it's basically like, I don't know. Amazon really has to shut down the program.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't. It seems. I mean, as of right now, really hard to like. I don't know how you could even break the terms. Like if you break the terms of service, the influencer program, like you're an idiot. Like I don't even know what to say to that, because it's
Yeah.
not like they can't suspect you like doing. If you break the terms, like you're probably making videos with AI, or you're probably like
Oh, yeah.
reviewing products in store, or oh, I only did it once, but you did it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so I think there's like stuff like that, or like
Yeah. The
they said
AI,
not to tag multiple things, and you're tagging multiple things. Like, just don't do that. Like,
it's not worth it. Like, the AI videos are hilarious to me when you pull up a store and it's got, like, 4,000 videos on their storefront, and it's just all AI, and you're like, "How?" Like
yeah, and I do think, like, kind of what we're talking about, like, way earlier on, it's just like, I think when you just do the right thing, like, eventually it shakes out. Like,
yeah.
it seems like making probably AI videos is a great idea, because you could get 2 or 3,000 videos done or whatever, but
Mhm.
eventually Amazon is gonna figure out a way to sort these out, AKA probably kick you off,
Mhm.
um, or they're just gonna figure out a way, it's like, "Well, these AI videos don't even perform well. Like,
Yeah.
we're not even gonna show them. So we're gonna like
Right.
show like a real person." So I do think there's just always stuff like that
Yeah.
where if you just do the right thing, I think you'll be all right. And it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. I think that's true. I don't spend a lot of time worrying about what other people are doing, and that will save you so much time in your business. Just don't
Yeah,
don't
and
even
energy for sure.
yeah. Okay, so you've already said like a lot about Amazon influencer program. So like if someone's like starting the program like today, like they're wanting to start everything like baseline, like what would you tell them?
Make 500 videos.
Okay.
I think that is like, to be honest, I think that is probably like the best metric that you could do, because one, you're probably not going to have 500 things in your house. Well, it depends. Like if you have kids and stuff, you probably 100% have 500 things. But I think that's one that's going to make you like resourceful. Like you're probably going to have to like learn Amazon creator connections. You're going to have to go around your house and find stuff, or go to Airbnbs, or do whatever you're going to do. But I
Mhm.
think for most people, and that's a great baseline, because it's work, right? Because it's
Mhm.
gonna make you do the thing. So, making 5 or 10 videos, like, yeah, sure, that's great. But like that's not really gonna get you anywhere.
Mhm.
So I mean, I think 500 videos in like 60 days is like totally doable. It's like 10 videos a day.
Okay. All
Um,
right. That's it. That's what people have to do. Just
yeah,
grind it
I think
out.
that I think that is like probably the best thing you can do. And then see if you like it. And then if you don't like it, then don't do it.
Yeah. What do you use to edit really quick?
Nothing. So for me, I don't edit any videos. If I
Mhm.
do have to edit, it's usually, I've learned the hard way. I hate doing voiceovers. So I try so hard not to have to do that. It's only
Mhm.
if it's like UGC or TikTok video.
Yeah.
But I'll piece clips together. So
Okay.
like if I'm doing a video of this interview, I'd be like, all right, this is us talking, blah blah blah. Cut it, and then like, okay, this is the next question, and then I just
Mhm.
smash them together in CapCut,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
it's one video.
So just cap cut, make it all smooth, and
Yeah,
then
pretty much. I just, like, take pieces and then put them together.
yeah, I just try to edit out the pauses, which CapCut does a lot now that will make things faster too, like just editing out
Oh,
every little
interesting.
thing. I tried one video. I have one video on Amazon that has captions on it that I put on there. I don't even know if that was allowed, but like that video does so well. And I'm
Really?
like, that is weird, but I don't want to do it again because I'm like, I know they already put captions over it.
Yeah, that is, wow, that is interesting to see. Yeah, and it's so funny because, like, you hear stuff like that and you're just like, "Oh, maybe I should do captions now," right? It's just,
Right? Yeah, but I'm like,
Wow,
no,
that's really
don't get
interesting.
lost in it. But just keep going. So do you have a goal like to get to X amount of videos by the end of this year?
I don't know. I think I'm at what am I at? Like 2,700. It'd be cool to get to like 5,000 videos, which would be crazy.
That would
I
be great.
don't know if I would be able to get. I don't know.
I don't
I'd
know
have
if
to
you would
do the
be
math.
mentally well.
Yeah, to do that many. Um, but yeah, I think to do just I think it would be more to get more brand deals, more retainers to
Mhm.
kind of keep this going. Because yeah, it does really it is a business that you're able to run and do other things because it's
Mhm.
super flexible. Like if you don't source for online arbitrage, like you're kind of screwed. Like it doesn't matter. Like yeah, you could bulk the sourcing, but like ideally, but you could easily do probably I don't know 2 3 days, make like hundreds of videos,
Yeah.
then you'd be done for the month.
Yeah.
So I do really like that aspect of it, and it's just flexible and gives you a lot of other options. Like one video could go a lot of different places or make you money
Yeah.
other places, which I
Yeah, like it's basically a catalog, and that's how my merch business is. It's like I already did all that work, and now the work just keeps paying every month, hopefully for years and years. So that was my thought process with Amazon influencers. Like, okay, I'm just going to make thousands of videos, and then they'll all start piling up these tiny little commissions, and then
exactly.
like, I just want to rest. I don't want to work. uh,
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know.
That's how it works. It's just yeah, these little tiny ones, they just pile up and then it's like, well, if you have thousands of videos and each one only makes you $1, I mean,
Yeah. What is
yeah,
your like? What are your or what's some of the higher commissions that you've seen? Like my highest one was $57 for a like a HVAC unit.
ooh. Trying to think. I think one of my highest I think it was like $110. It was for like a sauna that was in an Airbnb I stayed at. And yeah, it was great. I think I got like 4 or 5 sales and then like I must have lost a carousel or got
Yeah.
kicked out.
Wow. That
Um,
is I'm gonna go book a sauna session right now. I know where I can get a sauna session for $20.
yeah, I mean, that was a good one. I think, yeah, just you gotta like kinda like higher end stuff. Air
Mhm.
conditioners, I've definitely like made some good money on.
Yeah. My
Furniture is good.
my stepdad told me I could come do everything in his tool shed, and I was like,
Ooh.
bet. Like, I need to just stay out there one weekend and just film every single thing. And he's like, I'll use it so you can see me use it while I do it. And I was like, that sounds actually kind of fun.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, that is a great yeah, it's just a lot of doing stuff like that and, like, putting in the work because I think it's like, finding opportunities like that is great too because it's like, not everyone's gonna have someone who has a tool or, like, that many tools. So that
mhm.
gives you, like, a very distinct advantage.
Right. Yeah. And being in a reseller too is like, I know how
Yeah.
to get things really, really cheap, like 95% off of market value. So, like, I'm reviewing these sunscreens that cost $40, and I'm like, I would never pay $40 for sunscreen in my life, like ever. But I'll use that one, like that I got for $1 at a fill a bag sale. So
Yeah, it definitely helps too, knowing
yeah.
how to get stuff for cheap.
Well, okay, so you have YouTube channel,
Yep.
right? And Instagram, Side Hustle Experiment on Instagram, and the Side Hustle Experiment podcast on YouTube. You do a lot of interviews as well, don't you?
Yeah, we're up to 2 a week, which is
Wow.
crazy, but
That's
yeah.
Well, I hope this was good for you.
No, this is awesome, thanks for having me.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely appreciate the like just back and forth because I don't really have a lot of people to talk to that do it. Like, there's just not that much information, and you really are just learning as you go. So it's really kind of like a trial by fire type of business.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you so much for being my guest. It's nice to see you.
See you too, thanks for having me.
All right. Take care, guys.
See ya.